Hello, this is going to be my first discussion on this channel, and today I wanted to talk about something that not a lot of people actually agree with, but I don't really care about what somebody else does in their life as long as it's not concerning. So I'm going to be talking about yume-shippers because that is actually a pretty big debate on the internet right now. And a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about yume-shippers. But I do want to clarify that I don't have any problems with yume-shippers. I find it really cute to see somebody, whenever I'm on TikTok or Instagram, and seeing somebody posting art of a character that they feel so dedicated to. I find that super cute. And I do just want to clarify that I have nothing negative to say about yume-shippers. I just want to talk about the concerns within the community and a pretty big, I wouldn't say drama, like a situation that's going on right now. So, what is yume-shipping? Yume-shipping is basically the involvement of a fan pairing themselves or self-insert with a character from something that they love, whether it's from a show, a game, a book, whatever. Basically just liking a character you feel a deep connection for. But here's where there are some pretty bad concerns within the community. But I've seen a lot of yume-shippers on platforms, and I honestly find it cute how some people dedicate making cute art or talk about a character that they truly love. Yeah, man, if you want to say you're married to Homer Simpson or Randy Marsh, you do that. That's all you. There's no judgment. It's literally somebody just shipping themselves with a character, and I feel like that's the least of our problems right now. But I'm also not going to downplay the concerns and the mental health issues that go on in the community. And before some people use it as a coping mechanism, yes, most people yume-ship for many different reasons, and I'm not going to judge, but it becomes a concern when people are basically losing touch with reality and taking things too far when it comes to a character. Obviously, there are many different reasons as to why people yume-ship. A lot of people yume-ship for the fun of it, for the love of the game. Some people use it as coping mechanisms, and that's also okay. But I still want to talk about the concerns of people who take things way too far when it comes to yume-shipping. Now, I've seen videos talking about non-shippers, and hey, I'm gonna say it throughout this video, not everybody is like this. There's always gonna be a weird person doing the most out-of-pocket shit, and it does make others look pretty bad, but there are people who are non-sharers who typically don't like to share the same character as someone else. I don't really see much of a problem with it. Most of the time, from different comments and stuff, these non-sharers just block and move on. They don't make a whole fuss about it. But apparently there are people who take it too seriously and will harass somebody who has the same love interest as they do. And I think that's where it becomes a concern, because why are we harassing people over a fictional character? That's not okay. It's really not okay. That's really concerning. I can definitely understand people using yume-ships for fun or coping, but we still have to also understand that this initially can become unhealthy and it shouldn't be downplayed into this, especially while mentally struggling. This does not make anything better for that person. And people who downplay it or try to defend it are solely why mental health issues are at a high rise. Because why are we so out of touch with reality? Why do we not care anymore? And this is what brings me to a pretty big example. And this topic is about a pretty semi-popular yume-shipper TikToker who is pretty known, I would say, from like the mouthwashing community, I guess, because they yume-ship with a character from mouthwashing known as Daisuke. But right now, this TikToker is currently facing death threats and harassment. And after looking into this person's history and like the things they've done, yeah, it's pretty fucked up and it's pretty inappropriate, and obviously that stuff's not excusable. But I've also come to learn that this person is 13 to 14 years old who is obviously struggling with mental health, and the majority of you are grown ass adults telling a middle schooler, between a middle schooler or a freshman in high school, to end their life. And I hope we come to terms in knowing that obviously telling someone to go and end their life does not make anything better. That just makes things worse. A mother could lose their child because of some bums on the internet encouraging a kid to literally end their own life because of situations against them. That literally does not make a lick of things better. But here we are enabling a child to take their own life. Like, a lot of these people are just not thinking in the noggin up there. And this is what I mean when I say mental health is not being taken seriously anymore, especially on the internet. This TikToker shouldn't even be on the internet, and I've seen comments trying to encourage them of leaving the internet so they could heal properly. But from what I'm seeing, I don't know if they're ever going to get off the internet. And seeing from this person's videos, it's obvious that they're using really unhealthy ways to cope. And again, a lot of people are enabling it or brushing it off as if it's okay when it's really not. Mind you, this is a literal child. And like I'm gonna say again, I don't support this TikToker in any way. Obviously, the behavior they've done are not excusable, but that still doesn't make it better for the people in their comments to harass them, encourage them to commit suicide. Especially the people who bring up the same situations regarding that kid for what they've done. You can't continue to make that as an excuse for other people to go and tell that kid to kill themselves, because that does not make either situation better. And this really makes me wish that mental health was being more taken seriously on the internet, because we are downplaying a lot of these issues, and a lot of people just don't have basic empathy anymore, which is really disgusting. And this TikToker definitely needs to get off of the internet and get proper help. But I'm not just gonna say that it's just them that probably needs to get off the internet. There are definitely a lot of people who are actively struggling on the internet, and people are just downplaying it or enabling more of their behavior. I think that a lot of people need to get off of the internet and properly heal, because the internet is the last thing they need to be on. And the people who are actively encouraging that TikToker, or any person for that matter, to worsen their mental health, they also need to get off the internet and face reality. Because why are so many people just starting to lack empathy? And I think it's ridiculous that we can't even have a basic feeling for something so serious. There are people who are saying this kid is lying for attention, and one why do you even think that way? 2, even if that is the case, which yeah, is still fucked up and weird, why should we still think it's okay to tell somebody to kill herself or encourage them to actually try again? I'm just gonna say that this is somebody's life that we're talking about, and this is a child for that matter. This is somebody who's barely a teenager. This is basically someone who's just starting life, by the way. And so many sick people are going out of their way to enable this behavior and encourage this person to take their life. And it baffles me how so many people are saying that this kid did so many bad things as an excuse for other people to go and just encourage suicide. Like, have we basically just stopped thinking in our heads at this point? Have we stopped being mature about situations? And like, I'm just gonna say one last time, I don't support this creator, nor do I think the things they did were okay, but that still doesn't mean that we harass the fuck out of this child and encourage suicide, because that solves absolutely nothing. And if you are somebody who is actively struggling, do talk to somebody or call a hotline if you feel you may put your life in jeopardy. And I think I'm just gonna stop with this video. Yeah, this situation is pretty intense and serious, and I feel like we need to be more smarter with the things that we say on the internet, especially with how we go about situations.